Good morning and hello, I'm Fresco. This is a Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Tuesday the 20, no what is it, it's the 7th of February 2023. Right, that's the hard bit done. So yesterday we had a race at Wolverhampton on the weather at 8 o'clock in the evening. We had a go at this number 2, Marielle, which came third at 7 to 1. We did it each way basically. We had £1 per £8 unit at 3 places at 1.24 to 1, but there was a non-runner, so we got a rule 4, so we got whacked down to 0.8, which is 4 to 5 on the place. We also had £1.50 per £8 unit on the win at 18.7 to 1, which was significantly better odds. It did get backed in, that horse. But we also had a rule 4 bringing it down to about 15 to 1. So we didn't unfortunately click with that, but we got that on a reduced take. So we lost 74 pence on our overall stake of £2.50, or £74 in our case on the £250, which means we lost 0.1 of a unit roughly. So the account came down a little bit to 72.90 units in profit overall, roughly. And that's where it was. So I mean, if you watch that race, this Marielle gave it a good go. There was no real complaints. The non-runner probably did us a favour because we definitely got the third place, and this Glenrock was way too strong. We said it had come from a very slowly run race at Newcastle Mile on the straight mile on the all-weather, and was potentially flattered, but in the end it was vastly superior. So that was that. Right, today we've got a racing Tuesday the 7th. We're at Market Rasen in the 335. Just grab this then. It's what is it? It's a national hunt. Yes, national hunt flat. Listed class 1, 4 to 6 year olds, 2 mile, 125 yards, good to soft. What do we know about Market Rasen? Well, it's modelled at 14.38, which is significant. So 14.38, the chart would work. So 14.38. It's on the slow side. It's a tight course, Market Rasen. So it's relatively slow and tight. So you've got this odds-on favourite, this Queen's Gamble number 1. It's off the back of two very good Cheltenham National Hunt flat wins, and it's 8 to 13 as we said. Cheltenham is a very different situation. Cheltenham is about modelled quick, is about 13.87. So where is it? 13.87. So it's a much quicker galloping course, so the conditions today are very much different, and that's why one of the reasons we're taking it on, and due to the odds. So we're taking it on with this number 3, Dysart Enos, which is about 7 to 2. We got 4 to 1 £1 per £8 unit, so £100 on at 4 to 1. That's the one we like least taking it on, but what do we know about that? Well, it won at Ludlow, good to soft, national hunt flat, model 14.20. Now, so that's 14.20. Now, bear in mind this is the target, 14.38, so it's in the zone and it's reasonable. So we're going to give it a tick on that. But the one we really like is this number 5, Maleficent, which is about 9 to 1. We've got £2.50 per £8 unit, so it's £250 on at 11.37 to 1 average, which is pretty nice as far as we're concerned. What do we know about Maleficent? Well, it was second first time out in Fairyhouse National Flat in Ireland. That was a very good bumper. If you watch that race, you can see that there's a lot to like about what is it, Maleficent. It's an A mover. It really moves nicely, and it's getting going. So we like that. And then it subsequently in its second run, it ran at Uttoxeter, where it won 2 mile national flat mares race. and that's modelled at 14.29. So 14.29, which is pretty much a bang on match for where we are today. And Eutoxeter's a sort of a tighter, less galloping course, although there is a good long run in there. So it should be ideally suited. So Maleficent is the one for us. And rather than do it each way, we've had to go at this Dysart Enos as our place factor. Obviously, if Queen's Gamble comes in, that's just hard luck. But anyway, we think that's a very good risk return and good analysis. So we'll see how we go with that. So we've got £3.50 per £8 unit, exposure of 0.4375, and so we've got £350 on today. So keep our fingers crossed on that. Right, on the Forex front, Forex. You've got two major events. We've had one today. We've had the Australian rates decision. They have pumped it up 25 basis points, and we've got where is it? Two speeches, which is significant. 17:30, 5:30 this evening. Bank of Canada Governor Macklem speech, Tier 1. That's going to sort of reinforce their thinking on the going forward. And the Fed Chair Powell speech at 17:40, 10 minutes later. It's going to shed some light on their thoughts on the high NFP number. So the markets, that's really, we want to get that out of the way. Now tomorrow we've got two more Fed speakers, Williams and whoever else it is. Now they're just going to be reiterating and clarifying what Powell's been saying later today. So you've got the window starting to close. Friday is the close of the window as far as the data is concerned. So we need to just see what's happening on the Fed speak and the CAD speak. So and then we'll let you know tomorrow how things are going to pan out. Now the modelling on the central bankers is as follows. So we've got +4 on the dollar, +4 on the euro, -4 on the yen, +4 on the pound. The CAD, Canadian dollar, is -4, and the AUD is +2. NZD, New Zealand dollar, is -2, and the Swiss, or Chuff, is -1. Now, so you've got strength in the dollar and the euro and the pound, and the yen's weak, but obviously you've got risk-off transmissions in the yen as well. So it's not as clear cut as that, but and the CAD is going to be soft as far as we're concerned. So that's maybe that will help you out on looking at the charts. So but we'll finalise that for you tomorrow. So that's where we are then. So yesterday not too bad. We just made a minor loss on had a good go at Marielle, and today we're having a go at primarily Maleficent in the bumper at Market Rasen, with a small interest in Dysart Enos to beat this Queen's Gamble number 1, which has been running at Cheltenham twice. So and the Forex is as we just mentioned. So anyway, hope that was useful. See you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching and goodbye.